All right. Storm has subsided. There is a 1 hour of rain that'll be coming around sunset, which gives me plenty of time to get the heck out of here. We got to check out of the hotel. I didn't get to see any of this last night. It was dark. I was kind of wondering what they had out here. It's a jade gallery. But yeah. Let's see if they're in here right now. They weren't in here earlier. Look at this, guys. Just absolute beauty out here at Big Sur. Woo! We just left Gorda. Just ate a banana, drank a $7 yerba mate. Expensive. But damn, you gotta get you something at the last store for 40 miles. So thankfully, the supporters pulled up on me, brought me a good amount of food and supplies. So I'm kind of chilling on that. Just looking at this water, man. Never know what you're gonna see out there. But yeah, shout out to Mary and Leonardo. Maybe they'll watch this. Appreciate the hotel. It was the nicest hotel I've stayed at on my whole entire travel, guys. I mean, that bed felt like a bed that you'd have at home. Pillows, just real comfy. And yeah, I'm guessing they don't get a ton of visitors there. So it was a nice surprise. A pleasant surprise. And so I talked with them a little bit. They were asking me where I'm going. And I told them I'm headed to San Francisco. And so I walked them through a little bit of my idea of what my plan would be for today. And Leonardo let me know that there's about 2 miles of the road being out where you could cross through private property and get to it. And he said a lot of people are doing it. It's not really a secret once you get this far that if you need to get through there, I mean, he said there's people that are driving through there. So I don't know. I've never been. God, look at the fog up there. I feel like you're in like a freaking other country. It's like a rainforest out here. So yeah. Pretty exciting stuff. We're gonna see if we can't get through and just avoid having to hike for potentially 2 to 3 days in the mountains. Sounds a lot better to me to just walk around. That sweet lady. Look at Anne go. The sweetest lady just stopped on a bicycle to chat with me for a minute. Shout out to Anne from Switzerland. She just told me that she had to go all the way around just to get to this point, which I think is through the Hunter Liggett Fort, the base, if I'm not mistaken. So special shout out to her. She's a trooper. She had to go to the fire department to get water 2 days ago, she said, as there was no water at the Kirk Creek campground. And so that's where I'm headed. I'm loaded up on water, and I'm glad I filled up all my bottles. I have one empty bottle in my bag right now, but it's the smallest one. It's the 1 liter that I use for sport. But yeah, 4.5 liters of water, chilling. She was so nice. She's from Switzerland. She been on a bike packing trip. She was telling me about how there's like this community of bikers that when you're on these trips, that they'll let you stay and shower and cook you food and everything. Sounds pretty cool. But she said I'm the first hiker that she's seen on this whole entire adventure. Ain't that funny? But yeah, just a chill, pretty calm day. The weather looks like it's being a little bipolar. I wouldn't be surprised if it showered a little bit, but according to the forecast, there shouldn't be any rain until 7. We'll see how that holds up. The work trucks passing through, the occasional person just stopping for a view. Check this out. Yeah, you can see the storm has formed and circled around. It's funny, I feel like I was saying, maybe even on a video, that I thought it was gonna rain here soon, and it sure enough did. I got under a tree. A very beautifully timed tree just showed itself. Damn, I hope it turns into that all day. Please turn into that. Please turn into that, please. Please, we really need it. But yeah, let me focus up. All right, I did not realize it, but we're at Willow Creek. Look at this water. It is just like ice blue right there, and then it turns dark blue. It's starting to open up, bro. Oh my goodness. It's kind of crazy, to be honest, like how it just changes colors. I think it's just where the sun's hitting it the most right now is where it's the clearest. But I'm no expert, eh? Nonetheless, it feels good outside, guys. Like, it's like cool enough to where the sun isn't hitting me and it's just enjoyable. But yeah, we gotta try and stay out of this weather, stay dry. You don't forget to look back when you're on the walk, because you never know how it looks until you turn around. Absolutely gorgeous. Crazy. Woo, baby. Look at that. Something I just thought of is that this video could literally be a reference for other videos in the future. Like, who knows 20 years from now if someone's gonna find this video just to see what it looked like or how it's changed or whatever. So pretty cool that we're documenting this. We've made it this far. So excited for you guys watching this. Drop a like, a subscribe. Appreciate the help. Trying to get the channel monetized so I'm able to afford to do trips like these. But yeah, guys, appreciate the support. Stay tuned. We got a long day ahead of us. Let's just hope that this weather chills. Thank you. Guys, no detour. Highway 1 closed. 12 miles ahead. That's all we got, guys. It's 12 more miles of this road before it's closed. I know that they have people that are working, like, I'm not sure if it's around the clock or daily or whatever, but that are sending people away, like you can't go through it. So we're gonna have to figure something out. There's a trail that we could take in the mountain. That's gonna add probably a day or two. But yeah, let's just see what happens. 12 miles a decent hike, man. That's probably for me 5-6 hours, give or take, with this heavy pack and just with traffic coming and going. But it's been a nice day. Got through a rain patch, rained for like 20 minutes earlier, a mile into the hike, so we took a break. And we're trying to go as far as we can before the rain comes back. Ultimately, it will come back later this evening, but it says it's only gonna be a little bit. I'm hoping that's the case. All right, we got W Mans behind me, Cap. Shout out to Big Cap. I think it's short for Captain. I don't know, but he's a really nice guy. He actually lives out this way, somewhere over there. And I was like, listen, man, just looking for some intel. Talk to me about this closure. Give me some details. What do you know? I didn't say it like that, but that's what I was thinking in my head. I'm like, please give me something, bro. And so he alluded to the same thing that the owners at the motel said, which was that he's confident that I could just get through it. That he's like, yeah, it's it's a slide. It's sketchy. You got to time it to when you go, the workers are not there, kind of this whole thing. So I think that that's going to be plan A until we have to do plan B, which is ultimately hike all the way through the mountain, 29 miles, maybe 30. I don't remember what it was, but massive trail that we'd have to take to get around. And yeah, we're going to try and avoid that if we can. Risk versus reward. And the risk is that maybe we cut through a little bit of this property where they're working when everyone's home sleeping, and we just go about our business and go on about our way. It's still 20 miles from here to Big Sur, so it's a full send type scenario. There's potential that I might even have to get a camp tonight and try and go to sleep early, wake up, use that momentum to get through, because he said that they typically get there around 4 or 5 in the morning. So appreciate the intel, brother. He's a photographer about to go shoot some shots. We shot the shit, whatever, however you say it. We shot the shot. We shot the shoot. Day 27, let's go. It's a beautiful looking campground. Right by the water. It's interesting, I had no idea that was there, but I'm glad I got the hotel last night because it rained. Checked the forecast for the 12 hours and it looks like there's going to be a soft little band of rain that probably will hover over and around and near me for probably once it starts until the sun sets is what it looks like. However, it's not like crazy looking. We're going to try and feel it out and see if it can't just like move inland as we walk the coast and hope for a clear sunny day. We have a little bit of figuring out to do once we get out there. He said that 3.5 miles before the landfill or the landslide is where they stop you. And so way before you could even see it, 3.5 miles prior, they're turning people around. So we got to sort of time it out, figure out what we're going to do. I got a couple reference points on the map, and it's going to help me figure out how I'm going to be able to get around this without any issues. Stay tuned. We're at the Sand Dollar something beach park picnic area. Taking a little break, just use the bathroom. Beautiful outside. Kind of crazy that we've made it this far, because up straight ahead is the Kirk campground, and that's literally that's the mountain that I would start climbing on, that I'd have to get up on. So we're making good progress, good time. Yeah, that means the road, that means from everything that I projected up to this point, because I didn't have, without anyone telling me until him, like a certainty of where the road closure starts, where it's at, whereabouts. So I was kind of freestyling it off what I read on the internet. So that means that there's actually even more land, that more highway than I thought, because I thought that the highway was going to be ending right around where this campground is before Lucia. And so yeah, it looks like we're going to be able to go all the way through to Lucia, and then there's going to be somewhere out there, maybe even somewhere like right over there, maybe before, where the construction crews are going to be, and they're going to be telling people that they can't go back there. So I think that we've made it this far. It's just kind of crazy. It looks like either like there's going to be a long loop around in, and it's going to take us a while to get there, but it looks very close. The old fire station, eh? Pack Valley, Los Padres, yeah, the real deal. They probably got a busy job with this landslide situation. But yeah, on a day like today, it's rainy. Hopefully there's no fires. It's a beautiful, chill kind of climate so far. It's been nice and cool. I'll take it. All right, man, we just got up on this hill and you can see the storm clouds rolling in over here. So with that being said, my eyes are peeled for somewhere that's dry, or that I could stay potentially drier than. Yeah, but we'll see. We gotta just keep walking. We passed a lot of stuff earlier, and you would have thought that we were a little bit ways from this, but we've been making good time. Pulled up on it quick. Trying to stay locked in though, let's go. All right, guys. So I had to seek refuge underneath a tree like 20 minutes ago. The rain just started coming down hard, and this car pulled up right where I was at. I guess I was in front of someone's house, I didn't realize. And this lady was like, hey, do you need a ride? Like, where are you going? And she dropped me off at the Kirk Creek campground. Sorry, I'm like struggling. And I just choked on some water. Like literally choked hard AF. So that's why I'm like dying right now. But yeah. Woo! Shout out to Sabrina. She dropped me off. It still has been raining, but it's like the sun just comes right out. Real tropical. But yeah, we passed the trail back there. I think there's another one up here as well that we're gonna try and fish out. And stay tuned, let's see what happens next. And just like that, it's beautiful again, man. That storm that hit though was crazy, bro. It was like dumping rain sideways for a few minutes. We made it through though. Gosh, guys, I'm not even lying. These rocks just fell literally just 2 seconds ago. Holy. That is sketchy, dude. It just sounded like something was moving and then boom. Shoot, you can see more when we're falling. I gotta get up out of here. That one's way too big to move. That's like an actual boulder. That's crazy, dude. Just fell right off right in front of me. My gosh, bro. A half a mile to Lamelklin State Park. It's absolutely gorgeous out. We're gonna find out very soon where we can and can't go. I'm thinking that once we get to that park, we break off and then we figure out the game plan. It's so beautiful out though. Whew. The sun just came out of nowhere, man. It's crazy. It's like a little cave underneath there. It goes to the other side. There's another one over here as well. But yeah, seeing those rocks fall, it's a big reminder that, dude, anything could happen. Some big rocks over here, so trying to just stay on my P's and Q's. Just rain. Yeah, you can see there's rocks everywhere. You know, this might have been a big rock that fell and exploded, so you gotta be careful. All right, guys, made it to Lamelklin. Let's go. My gosh, guys, just going a little bit over here, you see how nice this looks. Leading straight out to the ocean. What a nice place to take a break. This looks like some baby redwoods. Got the nice creek right there. Wow, this looks gorgeous. Water? Oh yeah, we're chilling. Right here that the waves just started hitting like a minute ago. Yeah, they're starting to get big, the tide's coming in. It's a really cool spot. This is probably one of the more remote spots I've been to so far, just because like not a lot of people are out here. Truly not a lot of people out here right now. It's nice. Wow. Look at this. Natural bridge underwater. Look at that. How long the shore is. It just rolls all the way up in the wave. This is a really, really nice spot. Highly recommend you go there, bring the family. Lamelkin Park, I think. It's got like redwoods, a waterfall. You can camp, you can come for the day. Got your own beach. But yeah, just bring your own supplies, 'cause there's not much out here. I just went through 2 of my rations of tuna and feel a lot of energy. So I'm like ready to go. I was taking a break. I think that there's a lodge that's potentially open. Not that far up the road, maybe like a mile or 2. So we're gonna see what's good. Maybe we'll be able to grab some stuff there. At the very least, I could go back here. There's definitely campsites. Pay attention. But yeah, guys, day 27, I think. Absolute banger. It's been a beaut. That's what it's all about. Did not expect this. Looks like a tunnel. Holy. I wasn't expecting this to be on the route. This might be the first tunnel that I've gone through. Sheesh. Alright, I feel a lot better. I wasn't sure if it was like a real tunnel, and I was like, bro, once you go in a tunnel, there's no going back. Oh my gosh, we're not doing tunnels. This is more of like a passage. Still really, really cool. Wonder what it looks like on the top. I mean, this is really, really dope. Got like a little area down there. Kind of low key. If you had to type situation. But hey, I know one thing, if it was raining, this would be a pretty good spot to be if you had to be somewhere. The waves. I was like, I hear a car coming, but I also hear waves. But yeah, that was that was the buddy I seen earlier. Cap, shout out to Cap. I'm going this way. I had to turn around to see what that sign said. 287 miles to LA seems kind of crazy. I'm gonna have to look that up. I mean, damn. I guess if you just stayed on it, that's crazy. We're gonna have to do some research on that, some intel. 287 sounds crazy. Cause I was in LA not too long ago. But yeah, time flies. Definitely gotten a couple rides that I've cut on it. Made it a lot easier. It's where I wasn't actually like super stuck. But yeah. Beautiful day out here. Just walking. I think that's the Lucia Lodge. Try to see on the maps. Officially made it to Lucia by the bridge. Weather's just, it's like its own microclimate over here, guys. It kind of reminds me of Catalina. How it was like foggy, stormy, hot, like humid, everything all at once. Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, imagine a piece of Big Sur just fell off, and that's what created the Channel Islands and then Catalina. And like they just all floated and kind of landed in their own spots. It's That's what I like to think about when I was out here today. I was like, you know what? It's the most wild thing I've seen in California outside of Catalina. But yeah, a couple trails around here. Should be able to bust a move soon, but worthy of checking out and seeing if this place has any sort of supply in the food category would be nice. So yeah, let's check it out. It's a pretty crazy property right here, guys. It's got its own little pond, and then all the way back there, you can't see it. I walked past it already, but there's trees where there's like a campground. And then down there is a giant rock. I wonder who lives over here that owns all this property. It's huge, and it's right on the ocean. Super chill. That's crazy. There's a saddle. We finally made it to the horses. Yeah, I don't know. All this is tied together. The mini donkeys are their own separate entanglement, but just had like a bar of service, nothing loaded, but I got a text from someone, so gotta be coming close to the closure pretty soon. So yeah, it says road closing half a mile, either half a mile or 1.5 miles. Can't really see it from here. Alright guys, I just went ahead and walked down this road. It says it's closed, but man, a lot of people were telling me that I should be able to walk through it, so I highly doubt that I'll ever post this particular portion. I'm gonna have to think of a way to not spill the beans on how I got around. If I get around, that's if I still get around. I just passed through the one side, so I have no idea what's ahead of me. If possible, maybe I could find a way to get up and around over a trail if it's bad, or no idea what's in front of me. So stay tuned. You probably won't ever see this, but if you do, then that means that it's been a long time and it's just like whatever. We made it from over there, turning the corner, so I can see what's at least what's ahead. Appears to be ahead. Damn, that's a big bridge. About the only thing I've seen for a while.